Hello, good morning everyone. I'm out with Frank. Hi. This is the last day I'll be garage selling before I go on tour. It is already miserably hot out. Frank is really sweaty.
Yeah.
He's actually wearing shorts, and he never wears shorts. Look at those legs. Always wears pants.
That's how bad it
is. We've been to a few sales. I got a fat PS2 back there somewhere for $5. It was in the guy's garage under, shut up GPS. It was under his like workbench with cobwebs, so he didn't care. He's like, I don't even know if it works. I'm like, that's fine. And then I got a DS game, which I'll talk about in a moment, but I got to turn and pay attention to the road. While Frank's asking if this sale has any games. So Diddy Kong Racing for $3, obviously generic case, mixed in with about 30 to 40 all-girl-ish games for like the DS, things like Cooking Mama and like Babysitter games, stuff like that. But they had a bag of Game Boy stuff, and I got there a few minutes too late. Technically I was 40 minutes early to this sale, but they apparently had set up way earlier than they said. And there was a couple who had the Game Boy, original Game Boy, and a bag of Game Boy games in their hand, and they bought it. So I missed out on that, but I guess they missed Diddy Kong Racing because it was a generic case and everything else had real cases. First really good sale of the day. We won't empty out the bag right here, but there's a Wii in here, there's a slim PS2, a GameCube controller, some GameCube games like Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, a Wii wheel. You can drive the rest of the way, Frank. That's
there
fine.
you go.
It was $22 for all this stuff. Clearly, definitely worth it. Even the Wii alone for $22 would have been worth it. There's some of the GameCube games. Some are disc only. The only one that had the case, of course, is SpongeBob.
Yep, of course. It's the best one.
Oh well. No games, but some very creepy-looking dolls. I don't know what these are from. The only other pickup so far, for $15, I got, 5 games. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Wii Sports is behind the other disc. Copy of Gears of War 3, only because I need this for my boxed Gears of War system. Call of Duty Black Ops and Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition. He had a 360, wanted like $125 for it.
It's totally gross.
It was really dirty.
Ugh.
They had so much stuff. Obviously, things were sitting outside, and it rained really bad last night. He had a PS3 for about the same price, but he wasn't even going to separate the games at first. But luckily, I guess he decided to. So thank you, guy. Frank got out and asked at this sale. We're waiting for them to pull out some more games, but they brought out Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. Both. Well, this one's complete. That one's missing the manual. And then a few PS2 titles. Definitely going to pick those up. Hopefully they bring out some more stuff.
Yeah.
They ended up doing $4 a piece for the Final Fantasies. There's more stuff in that house, but they just moved here and they don't know where it's at. Yeah. But we got their phone number. We're going to drive around a little bit.
And get lunch and then come back.
Yeah, hopefully by that time they'll maybe found some other things. This never ever happens. Get to a sale. We ask, the guy's like, sorry, you just sold the N64.
You just missed out $10.
Yeah, on an N64 with 4 controllers and a bunch of games. I was like, damn it. We drive to the next sale, and it's a green light. I'll be right back. Oh. All right, to continue, we get to the next sale, and I notice a woman who I recognize who holds garage sales herself. Last week, I bought a bag of Nintendo handhelds from her, a bunch of games. It was like $50, really good deal. I see her and I give her a hug, so I'm like, oh, thank God, because I know she's just going to sell the stuff. And she gives really good prices. She paid $10. For $20, I got Star Fox 64, Gray Card of World Is Not Enough, GoldenEye 007, Vigilante 8, and 2 N64 dancing controllers, green and gray. Both pretty nice, tight sticks. I didn't need the system, and there was a copy of Mario Kart, but she actually wanted to play Mario Kart. She said she'd give me a call when she was done playing it to sell it, but for $20 for a nice stack of N64 stuff. Thank you, random garage sale lady. If you guys could smell this, it's horrible.
Holy fuck.
A poo-poo line, a turd line blew up over there. It just smells like shit so bad. We stopped to get some food, and they have the road.
Had to have the Panera bread.
I know, Panera. They have the road closed off, and like fire trucks and police officers, and there's turds everywhere, guys. It's gross. So we're back at that garage sale where about 2 hours ago we got the Final Fantasy games over there. Picked up quite a nice lot of things. A couple PS2s in here, bunch of random games, some disc-only GameCube stuff, some Game Boy stuff. Yeah, the kid threw away
all the cases.
Every case he's ever had almost. And then this wasn't from this sale, but there's a nice little lot of some Game Boy games.
Yeah.
That was, I'll tell you the story when I get home, everyone, but that was almost a $3 purchase.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
I'll ended up being $25 for the Game Boy stuff, but I'll mention that when we get home.
Yeah.
But we're done, I think. It's like, what time is it? Probably noon?
It's like 12:30.
Yeah. Back at Frank's now, but we did go by a few more sales on the way back to his house. Didn't find anything until we got back into our neighborhood. And this sale had been going on for about 3 weeks because my dad went to it and told me about it. It was an indoor sale. A gentleman who was moving. I can't show you what we saw at his house on YouTube. But he had a few toys, and they were in his garage, and they were in a box. Basically, you walked into the garage, and there was
the first thing you saw.
Yeah, like, they weren't hidden.
Yeah.
One was a very large penis-shaped object, and the other one was another object like that.
Butt plug.
Butt plug, yeah. Can't show those, obviously, on YouTube, especially the wiener-shaped one. But anyways, and then in the house, he had whips.
Whips and blindfolds.
I missed the blindfold. He was
whips and blindfolds on the counter.
Yeah.
And...
Long story short, though, we asked, he's really into PC gaming, and he said he had like a $4,000 tower and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, any consoles, anything old? No. I see this laying on the ground, and I'm like, wait a second, that's not for like PC or anything. So I pick it up, and as soon as I pick it up, the guy goes, you know what a Philips CDI is? And I was like, yeah. He goes, well, here's one, and laying next to a VCR, like on a rack, was this system with the one controller,
the mouse.
We had a horrible glare. Mouse controller, a random assortment of games. Unfortunately, I really don't know much about the Philips CDI. Obviously, I do know a few of the more desired games or wanted ones, but the ones that he had were nothing. That's a Draw Studio. Were nothing spectacular in the sense of, I guess, rarity or want or price value. Alice in Wonderland, weird like claymation, adventure,
horrifying,
point and click-esque style game. Laser Lords, another one. Unfortunately, he didn't have the long boxes for him or the manuals. Mega Maze. We got Connect 4.
It's also the dustiest house ever.
It was dust. It was really dusty and really dirty. Tetris. Couple CDI movies like Star Trek 6 and Clear and Present Danger.
Forgetting the encyclopedia.
Yeah, the Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia. And this Philips Web Eye. But the crazy thing is, we're sitting there and we're listening to him talk, and he had like an organ that he wanted $3,000 for. That's what an organ looks like when you play it, or an invisible one. He had a bunch of collectible
piles
things.
Of stuff and like wood sculptures.
It was a hoarder house for sure. There were more cables. Like he had so many cables for electronics, but I didn't see a lot of electronics. It was weird.
It was like this and a bunch of VHSs and DVR. That was it.
He wanted $10 for the system, the controllers, the games or whatever. I knew that at $10, even though I don't know specifically like the individual values of the different models of CDIs, this is a 220. But it's in really nice shape besides being dirty. But it does work. Oh, yeah, you can't tell. It's all blurry. There you go. You can kind of see. It does work. The disc drive, though, the tray on it...
needs a little help getting in and out.
It needs some lube.
Yeah.
And there was probably some in that house.
Could have gotten it thrown in the bundle, honestly.
Yeah. But you kind of have to tilt the system forward to get it pull out. The motor still works, and it does kind of push it and pull it, but I don't know if I'm going to open the whole thing up to clean it out. We can get it to work and play. I need to go back to see if I can get the actual remote for it. It has a DVD style, VCR style remote. I'm hoping maybe that was just laying around and we missed it.
Yeah.
But for $10, it seems like this model, depending on if it has a bundle with games and extra stuff, can be anywhere from $80 to $250. There's just no going rate.
Yeah, it's just all over the place.
I don't own this system for myself, so that
neither do I.
I know. Frank was like, I don't own it either. The one game he wanted out of it for the most is Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if now that we've seen what it is, if he's really.
I still want it. No, I still want it.
He still wants it, but kind of cool last find. I guess. And I'll still show you all the other stuff when I get back to the house. And I had another pickup a few days ago from an acquaintance. So I'll show you all that stuff in a little bit. Or a millisecond, whatever. It is very late right now as I'm trying to do this recap video. So I'm going to do this pretty quick and not go into too much detail and try not to show you stuff that I already sort of showed. But we garage sailed from 7:20 in the morning until like 4:30 in the afternoon. Granted, there were some breaks for like lunch and going over to Frank's house to test out like the CDI and stuff, but really, really long garage sale day, but very successful and a lot of fun. One quick, actually, you know what? First thing I'm going to mention is this week's game giveaway winner, and this is the last one until like mid-August, until I'm back from tour. If you don't know, I am leaving for tour this week, so the videos will be a little bit different, but I am still going to do videos from the road if I go to like game stores or meet up with other YouTubers, that kind of stuff, so there will still be content going up. Can't guarantee if it'll be every Sunday and Wednesday like, you know, my normal videos, but there will be stuff going up at least while I'm gone. On to the winner for this week. The GameCube game winner is 8-Bit Leprechaun. Congratulations. Please send me a message, personal message with your shipping information, and I will have your game shipped out this week before I leave for tour. And I also need to still ship out last week's winner. I'm a little bit behind because I've been doing a lot of stuff, getting ready to leave, that kind of crap. So last week's winner and this week's winner, your games will be going out now in the next few days. But if you don't know, well, I guess since I'm not doing a contest, but still, it's interesting to know. I normally give away games each week, but since I am leaving up for tour, I'm not going to give away a game now because it doesn't make any sense because I won't be here to ship it off. But that gives you no reason that you shouldn't thumbs up the video because, like I said, I'll be doing videos from the road, and then when I get back, I'll be doing giveaways again. So the normal thing is, you know, please leave a comment, thumbs up, and be subscribed to win a free game. Now, you know, this video and today, just do it for because I'm asking. And I'm wearing a cool umbrella shirt, come on. And I'm very tired. On to the games. A few days ago, a friend of mine that does pawn shop searching and hunting, he goes around and gets some amazing deals on buying huge lots of stuff from pawn shops. He bought this bag actually right here, this N64 baggie. You can kind of tell there's stuff in it, I don't want to fall out. This bag and a box full of just random accessories and a few games, memory cards, all types of stuff for all different systems. And this is what I picked out of the box that he had. We have Untold Legends and Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PSP. These are going to be stuck together. They had price stickers on them from the pawn shop. A few Vita games, Call of Duty Black Ops, Declassified, Need for Speed, Most Wanted, and this was awesome, Killzone Mercenary. I can't believe they had this at the pawn shop for 15 bucks, and that was what the price sticker said. That would have been a great price, and I know my friend did not pay 15 bucks for it. He probably paid, I don't know, $3 or $4 maybe at the most for it, so very good deal. And then a few Super Nintendo games were in there, Final Fight, Street Fighter 2, and then this is the best item that was in there most likely. Contra 3, The Alien Wars, and one 3DS game, Batman 2, Lego Batman 2. Actually, there was another Super Nintendo game, Beavis and Butthead. We have Rayman Advance on the Game Boy Advance. Rough copy, at least the label's rough, of Ghostbusters on the DS. A Game Shark for the Game Boy or Game Boy Color. I think that's all it works for. Oh, and the Game Boy Pocket. A random Lynx game, Batman Returns. The box and bag that he had were some of the most random shit in it. 2 Dreamcast VMUs, a blue and a green. And where did that break off of? I just realized there's a piece of one of the VMUs, it looks like, the green VMU in here. I don't know where that came from. Huh. And a PS3 controller. Anyways, that bag, everything in there, all of that was 50 bucks. So that was definitely a very good deal. Then on to the rest of the stuff I got today. Pretty much I think we showed you everything except for some of the bags. I didn't pull everything out. This was that $25 Pokemon deal. I'll quickly go over this. It was at first going to be a $3 deal for 8 games for like 2 seconds. It was one of those where it was a dad and 2 kids, and they were having a huge garage sale, and the kid pulled out the games, and I said, well, how much you guys want for them? The kid was like, $3? I'm like, a piece? I thought that would have been a great price, and he goes, no, I mean, like, for all of them? So I was like, we didn't even say, me and Frank didn't really say yes or anything. We just sort of like, huh? And then the dad kind of stepped over and was like, wait, how much did you just say? He's like, he said $3. He goes, no way, no way. Which me and Frank both agreed that would have been a little weird. But I still ended up getting, for $25, a great deal. There was a copy of Pokemon Yellow that saves, Blue that saves, Gold that never frickin' saves when I find them, Tomb Raider, Curse of the Sword, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Super Mario Advance, and then there was a Game & Watch Gallery 2, and Frank took that. So yeah, that was $25. There was this random bag shit. I don't even remember what all was in this one bag, but we have another Pokemon Yellow that saves. That ended up being, that was in a big bag with like a fat PS2, a slim PS2, this PSP 3000 that had the charger. There was this. This is what, the 4th or 5th one I found now in the last like month and a half. Another 101 light blue SP that had the charger. Then there was a PS3 controller. This is just a 6-axis one. The cables for like the PS2. There was this little stack. I'm not even on camera right now. This little stack of the PSP like loose games. We have Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Mega Man. Which one is it? Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, Little Big Planet, and Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. And there was from that was the garage sale that we first got those Final Fantasies at 7 and 8. There was a few boxed PSP games. Siphon Filter Dark Mirror, Siphon Filter Logan Shadow, Killzone Liberation. I'm trying to think what all the kid had such random stuff. These were also in it. Sonic Advance 3 and Sonic Advance and Sonic Pinball Party. And then he had some loose disc games, which he chucked all his cases. I really wish he wouldn't have, because there were some nice ones. They're fairly scratched up. I have not tested them yet. They ended up being, I kind of, basically they were free. I mean, the bulk of the $35 I spent, in my mind, would have been on like the Pokemon Yellow and the PSP and the SP. So everything else after that was, sort of just either free or whatever. But Super Mario Sunshine, we have, as I throw it on the floor, that'll help out the scratches in it. Kirby's Air Ride, which this one actually has been resurfaced, and every game from him had the word Jacob on it. I'm assuming his name. We have Sonic Gems Collection, and the marker would come off with a Magic Eraser, but I'm out of Magic Erasers right now. I've been using them a lot lately. And then Zelda Collector's Edition, and this one, unfortunately, is technically in the worst scratched up shape out of all of them, of course. There was a couple loose PS2 games also. Klonoa 2, which this is actually Frank's, he just forgot it. And The Warriors come out and play. I think that's it from that guy from the $35 sale, besides, like I said, the slim PS2 that I didn't show you. You already saw the CDI and the game stuff that came with that. Still, that was for $10. That's a ridiculous freaking find. Goes down as probably being my best system find in the sense of how much it can go for compared to what I paid for it. I mean, I got 2 top loaders at the same sale one time, and technically those were a few bucks a piece, so maybe that would end up beating it out. And then this bag, I haven't even gone through the entire bag yet. I sort of threw just a bunch of random crap in there. It had like the 2 N64 controllers we got from the super nice garage sale lady we ran into.
There's, let's see, a Platinum GameCube controller. There's a Wii in here with, I think, all the cables and like a nunchuck, a Wii remote with a Wii Motion Plus. I got another slim PS2 in there. SpongeBob Lights, Camera, Pants, and I think there's a Animal Crossing. Oh, yeah, actually there's 2 games in here. There's the disc only of Luigi's Mansion, which has seen better days as well. A few scratches. I've been finding so many disc only GameCube games recently. And then Animal Crossing, yet again, scratches. I'll have to test these out to see if they even work, and if not, then I might risk getting them resurfaced because it's a crapshoot. It seems to be. I know, before someone jumps in and says it, I know that if you know what you're doing and you have a nice machine in the right sort of setting and stuff, you can resurface GameCube games and they will be just fine. But if you don't know what you're doing and someone has a machine and they normally just resurface like regular discs, they always seem to come out bad and never work, at least at the couple people that we know locally that do disc resurfacing. They suck at resurfacing GameCube games. And there's other disc-only shit in here. I got like 2 copies of Wii Sports, a copy of Wii Sports Resort. I think this was Animal Crossing on the Wii. Yeah, Animal Crossing City Folk on the Wii. Not too bad of a disc. What else? Like I said, I'm not even 100% sure everything that was in here. We just sort of dug through it. Build-A-Bear. a friend for all seasons on the Wii is in there. That's a real winner. And random cables and shit for the Wii. And I think... Oh, I forgot to show this. This came in that $50 bundle with the Vita games and stuff. A blue DS Lite, which I actually do not have this color in my collection, so I'm keeping that one. This bag of like the Wii stuff and some of these random GameCube items, the controller, was 15 plus, what, 7, was it? I think it was like $15, and then the first things I bought from were $7. So a total of $23 at that sale. Or $22 at that sale, sorry. Great math skills here at play. But yeah, that is it, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'm probably going to get one more video up before I head out on tour, and I'm not 100% sure what that video will be yet. It might be just like a game pre-order news type of video or something, but it's basically going to be like a final, like, hi, I'm leaving for tour kind of thing. But like I mentioned in some past videos, if you are you're gonna be at a Rockstar Mayhem show, let me know. Maybe we can meet up and say hi. I can't really leave the venues on show days, or at least not go very far. But if you can happen to come to the area, or you're in the area or whatever, maybe we can meet up and say hola to each other. So let me know by sending me a personal message over there, I guess. I don't know. And again, please thumbs up the video. And I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Peace.